I read 9 books in the month of December, so let's go through them and see if I would recommend them. The first book that I read in December is Heated Rivalry by Rachel Reed. Yes, I would recommend this. It is very spicy, but the themes and social commentary around a gay relationship with two professional athletes in the same league, I feel like is very profound. And I just love the attention and acceptance that the Game Changer series has had as a whole. The next book that I read in December is Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young, and this was a maybe for me. I've said it before, but I think my expectations were a little too high. The disability rep for this was absolutely incredible, but the pacing was a little weird, and the miscommunication trope kind of threw me for a loop. I also read You Weren't Meant to Be Human by Andrew Joseph White this month, and absolutely, I think that the social commentary in this novel was exceptional. I don't even feel qualified enough to talk about it. It is very heavy and heavy on the body horror, so do check the content warnings before diving into this book, but I really highly recommend this. Conform by Ariel Sullivan. Yes, 100%. This book threw me by surprise. This is a debut novel, and I think it was exceptionally done. Dystopian romance is so back. The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi by Shannon Chakraborty. Yes, this was funnier than I expected it to be. There was a ton of Islamic lore. This had such a good conclusion, and I cannot wait for the next one. I also read Is This a Cry for Help by Emily Austin. For me, this is a yes. It was paced in a way that you felt like looming anxiety the whole time, and that did something for me. It was a bit mundane at times, but I feel like a lot of literary fiction novels are, just because they're less plot heavy and they more so center around the character development, which we see in this book. And it almost felt like I was reading journal entries from my future self. Cello's Gate by Maurice Affridge. Absolutely. This was really fun and so addictive. I feel like this is a good introduction into sci-fi if you're not completely comfortable with the genre, and it does have some fantasy elements in it as well, and perfect if you are looking to support more indie authors in 2026. Blood Over Brighthaven by Emma Wong. 100%. I am so mad at myself for not reading this sooner. I genuinely wish that I would have read this in college. This was so good, so much feminine rage, and I think I'm still pissed off about it. And lastly, The Poet Empress by Shin Tao. Yes, 1000%. This book comes out January 20th. I think the character development was fantastic, and the execution of the multiple timelines just was phenomenal. It was such a bingeable book, and I just couldn't put it down. Every debut novel that I have read this year has pleasantly surprised me.